Hey, we should host another group build sponsored by the podcast.
Sure, but it needs to be a race car this time.
Yeah, something that can race on asphalt or dirt.
And night and different types of weather. That would be pretty cool.
And can fly.
Wait, what?
What you talking about, BG?
Hey, I got it. Rally cars.
Yes.
What date should we run the build for?
How about January 31st? It can start and go to December 31st. That's a good amount of time.
Sure, I can work with that.
Okay, but I gotta say, I'm a little concerned about the defying gravity thing. I haven't had much luck in that lately.
Join the Scale Model Car Podcast 2025 Rally Cool Rally Car Group Build and build that rally car model kit that's been sitting on your shelf ever since you brought it home from the hobby store and said, I'm gonna build that one day, because now is your chance.
How's it going, all you scale model car junkies out there? Welcome to the Scale Model Car Podcast with your hosts, BG, Chuck, Luca, and Jason.
Welcome to episode 41 of the Scale Model Car Podcast. This is, of course, your friend, Mr. BG, along with your hosts, Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot, Matt from the Luca C channel,
I'm not the quiet one. Hello.
and Jason from Blue Ox Model Shop.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Holy crap, 41.
41, and we're getting closer to my age every episode. I like that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if you're a listener of this podcast, or if you're the listener of this podcast, and you are 41 years of age, write in and say hi. You win nothing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're going to start with the round table, and we're going to start with Mr. Jason, because I know he actually has a few things he wants to share. So, Jason?
Round table, huh?
Yeah.
All right. We've been pretty busy. It's good to be back, by the way. I heard something about being fired, but you guys apparently didn't realize that I had just signed my new contract. So here we are.
Hadn't shown up yet.
Exactly. We've been very busy up here. We welcomed our third grandchild, my second grandson, into the world.
Congrats, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you. And I've been finishing models like crazy. I finished the Blazer. I finished the 5 Hemi pulling tractor from MCV Products. And I had time. I could have started either my Porsche group build entry or my Street Machine group build entry, but I forgot it wasn't the first yet. So
the joke's on you, buddy.
Joke's on me. I almost did. I almost started both, actually. And Tim was like, you can't do that. It's not the first yet. I was like, oh, dang. Anyway,
he's going to be done on the second.
Right.
So you've got one of those friends that keep you in line too, right?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. And we've been having fun with our Sunday live build room thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but me and Mikey from the Scale Model Outlaw do this build room every Sunday from 4 to 6 Eastern Standard Time. We dragged Tim Ryan in with us and Justin Ryan in there with us. And now Frank Steffens from Frank's Model Works. And we have a good time over there. So I've been enjoying that.
It is.
I barged in on it last week. I barged in on it, and you perfectly had a reason to get the heck out when I was coming in.
Yeah. Actually, it was funny. My Heather peeked her head in and said my granddaughter was on the phone wanting to talk to me. So,
oh yeah, that's
gonna take.
That's always
that takes precedent.
Always does.
Yeah, because she brings up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You got to talk about that.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. So I dip out. I go out and I talk to her on the phone, and then somebody text messages me and says, "Hey, your live is still going, and now Luca C is on it." I'm like, "What is happening right now?"
That's what happens when you leave food out. You get the roaches.
I wrecked that son of a bitch. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to me. I follow the roaches because that's where the food's at.
Yeah.
But I can attest, folks, that is actually a fun thing to watch and be part
It
of
is.
if you can. You know, it's a hilarious thing, especially when Frank talks about sitting on things.
No, Frank is
I'll just
not
leave-
allowed to talk about sitting on things anymore. It's a family show, guys.
Go check the archives. You
Yeah,
won't
go
be
check
disappointed.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. We've been, like I said, we've been busy, and I'm chomping at the bit. We're gonna take a day off tomorrow. I got friends from Vermont coming to visit. But Sunday morning, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get started on that Porsche.
Right on, because dude, I tell you, I'm chomping at the bit. I got my Porsche sitting right here behind me, and I'm
Me
like,
too.
I'm gonna try 2 and 2.
You're gonna try 2 this year?
I'm considering it, but I'm not gonna commit
Yeah.
Every year, Chuck tries to do 2.
every year, and I just fall on my face. But
Hey, at least you get one done.
yes.
I'm getting back on the same one since the very first one.
So I have some cool ideas, but I don't want to share one and not finish it. So we're just gonna go with the enthusiast kit right now. I think it's gonna be a bitchin' kit, but my other idea is just gonna top everything that I've built so far.
Oh, sweet.
I feel that once you get about halfway through that enthusiast kit, you're gonna be like, "Holy crap! I'm glad I didn't start a second one because oh my god."
That's why I'm saying 1 right now.
Yeah. I've got a really cool concept in my brain right now too for my Porsche. Like, I don't think anybody's going to expect it. It's not going to be wild and over the top. It's going to be basically box stock, but it's just what I'm going to do with it. I think is going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to that then.
Yeah.
So mine are going to be race cars, box stock race cars, and I'm just wanting to challenge myself on that.
Those are the coolest kind, though. I think is the box stock Tamiya stuff and stuff like that. Those are like they look like they have 1,000 pieces of detail on them, but they're really just box stock and makes for a slump buster. It makes for just something different, you know. And I get that. That's why I kind of consider doing this enthusiast kit almost like a box stock build, because I kind of need a break from all the scratch building and 3D printing and all this crazy crap. And I think it could actually get me back to where I need to be.
I hear you.
I've been in a slump a little bit myself, so.
Oh my gosh, yeah, so have I. I've been in such a slump. My RBI is really tanked.
I've been in a slump since the 90s. So
yeah. Have you tried seeing a sports shrink? I was just thinking of The Natural when they're talking about that. That one guy was like, imagine yourself on a boat that's gently rocking. And the guy gets nailed in the cup, and it's just like rocking on the first baseline. Gently rocking. Cool. All right. Well, thank you, Jason, for the updates and the baby news. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Chuck, did you have any more you wanted to share with your stuff?
Oh, well, I've been pounding away on that 37, and I've actually started painting the thing. So I've got all week because there's a lot of pieces. I cut the doors, the trunk, I scratch built speaker boxes in the back, and it's got a lot of components to it. So I finally got the base coat down, and this is kind of the color I'm kind of going with it. It's like a peanut.
Nice.
Honey roasted peanut style.
You do 37 roasted peanut?
Yeah. So
is that what you're going to call it?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Maybe. How's that?
I like that.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So, that's an almond. That's an almond.
No, that's the peanut guy, right? Oh, yeah, that is the almond. Whatever.
Yeah.
Almond Joy.
So, anyway, I've all week I've been one side, the other side. So for 3 or 4 days, I've been painting this thing. So tonight, I'm finally going to get clear on it. That's when I really get excited. I can start seeing what I've done is paying off. So
that's awesome.
I've got a lot. I mean, everything's just in the paint mode now. So I've been slowly but surely working on my Tri-5. I got big plans for that, so I'm 10 steps ahead on that. I've got a bunch of stuff that I've started that I kind of want to put on the back burner for a while. I do want to do a couple show rods this year. I really want to get into the Porsche build. Yeah, there's my mind is going 1,000 miles an hour. It's just I got to start executing stuff because I slowed down, but I am going to slow down a little bit. I'm probably going to slow down a little bit during this year because I want to finish my 1-to-1 cars. So I'm going to probably build less models, and I'm going to finish my 64. I told Matt I was going to, I think I'm going to steer a little bit towards my 64 and get it done. I need to get it done. It's almost done. It is right here.
It is. It's such a cool car.
Yeah,
it's just
you need to get it done before you have to start over again on it.
Yes, and again, really. I think that way too. But I put every nut and bolt in that car. It's just about done. I want to start on the 62 C10, and I've got the perfect motor for it in the garage. And I just I gotta get on this model. Stuff. Yes,
yeah, it's just a big model.
But what's cool? Yeah, I gotta get that, and then we can get our buddy Big Bob with his 71 Mustang and my little crap box Mustang, and we can all go hang out at the car hangouts on.
Yeah, I'll bring my 2016 Subaru.
Hey, but you were talking about something that would be really cool to cruise around in.
Yeah. Mrs. BG made a very big mistake recently and said that, with the extra income you're getting from working at that hobby shop that shall remain unnamed, Andy's,
the headquarters. She's like, you might actually be able to, sell the Subaru in a couple of years when we get the other one paid off, and you can get a fun car. I'm like, you mean like a 2025 Mustang? She's like, sure. So I'm like, you said it. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
I just can't decide what color I want.
Oh, yes.
Because I really want the white with a blue stripe over the top.
Oh yeah.
Like the was it the 350R race car? Yeah, the GT 350R. Yeah. I would like that. Or blue with a white stripe. Either way, can't decide.
Yeah, and that's totally acceptable. Then you can cruise that. We all could cruise with our.
Yeah, I totally need to finish this thing. I've been
a bunch of Fords.
I've been working on this. I've had this car 20 years.
Yeah,
it's got to get done.
Well, doesn't that car also 64 Ranchero, and it comes from your family, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, both of my cars do. One of them, I got when my mom passed away. So it was the last car my parents owned together. So she's been gone now 25 years. So I've had her 25 years.
Damn, I didn't know it was that long.
I did everything. I did all the body work on that car. You guys have seen it. I've done most of the interior myself. I've done everything.
I leaned against it and got yelled at.
It was actually in one of our club videos. Maybe I'll dig that up and put it right here.
It was actually, yep.
And the truck I've had, my grandfather bought that brand new in 1962.
Yeah, that's cool.
My dad owned it. I owned it. And now my grandson will own it in 10 or 15 more years. So
nice.
It'll stay in the family. And it's the original car. You have seen it. Brian, you've seen it. So.
Oh, I love that thing. I love the hood ornament on it too.
Yeah, and there's a story behind that. That's how my favorite car is a 55 Chevy. That's like my dream car. And that came off my uncle's 55 Chevy. My grandfather said, "You know what would look cool on this?" And he put that ornament on there, and we've never took it off. It's just has been on there.
It looks good on there,
dude. I remember I was in that car in diapers.
Oh wow.
Nice. I think I'd like to actually concentrate on. I'd like to get my motorcycle done.
Yeah.
I would love to get that done.
Oh yeah, that's in the basement now, isn't it?
It is. Yep. It's all tore down. So.
And of course, I picked the hottest time of the year to start back up on that. So
right.
But I have AC in my garage.
Nice.
I don't like you at all.
God, such a punk, dude.
I have one of those roll around swamp coolers.
I have one of those too, but I
suck.
wouldn't put AC in there when I redid the garage. So,
Brian, you want me to mail you an AC?
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great. Do it COD, please. I could hire a nephew to come and fan me, I suppose.
He's gonna blow in a balloon.
Refreshing.
Just some good old fashioned New England air.
I appreciate the effort, but next time make sure it's before you have the salami and onion sandwich.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Okay, cool. Thank you very much, Chuck. What about you, Matt? What have you got going on your bench and or channel?
Well, I am going to finish my Porsche build, and I said Porsche. Screw you,
Hey,
Chuck.
so did I.
Yeah, that's
I know.
Yeah, he did, actually.
Wait, let me throw you an applaud for that. No wonder my
I
ears
did
didn't
that on
hurt.
purpose for you, Matt. For you.
Chuck, man.
Aw.
You know.
Wait a minute. Wait. We're being nice to Matt now?
Well, here's the thing. It's the brand new annual Porsche build. So Matt can say Porsche. I've given him permission.
Thank
Okay,
you.
today.
Thank
Wow.
you. Oh, this is great. This is great. Oh, even
Just-
more. It really gets
Just
me
take
going.
off the silly hat.
All right. I was being our Steve Tooch, but he does.
No, I'm kidding.
revolutionary-
You can wear it.
Actually,
Yeah.
the thing's hot. This thing's
I
like
didn't-
wool.
Yeah, well, I didn't know McDonald's gave those out anymore. That's cool.
Let's see. Hey, I got a good replacement. Here we go.
Oh,
There you go.
That's
thank you for the
acceptable, right?
advertisement. Appreciate that.
Anytime.
There's
Well,
some glare on mine. If I do this, the
Oh,
whole
yeah,
podcast,
oh,
you can
so-
see it.
so there's the
Yeah.
two of us. Huh?
It just looks like
Oh,
you have a light on there.
All I got's a big shine on my head.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I can't see.
Oh,
Reflection.
okay. Talking about, excuse me, Matt, but talking about shine on heads, I just have to share this story.
What?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Just got my hair cut recently, which is why I'm wearing a hat.
Boy.
Going to work, and they just put in all the security cameras, right? So they got this big monitor on the back wall, and I'm standing at the counter, and I look over just to see how the cameras are lined up. So I look over, and I'm like, like you can see my naked
Oh
head
my god.
from the cameras. I'm like,
Take it off. Let's see it.
it's gone.
Let's
It's
see
not.
that.
It doesn't.
Oh,
it always
man.
shows up like it's weird.
Oh, here we go. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
come on.
Oh, you got more hair than all of us.
I know.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I know. He's
It's like
But the
freaking
video
George
camera's
Clooney
like,
or something.
I'm like, the
I
video
know.
cameras see right to my skull on just one side. I'm like, what the hell is that all about?
at the right angle.
Yeah,
At
exactly.
the right angle.
So now I'm like, oh my god, the ISS can see this. All right. Anyway, I digress.
Okay. So anyways, so I am planning on, I got probably like just about 2 hours worth of work left on that thing. So that's going to be my Porsche build this year, finishing the original Porsche build. I had a Porsche set aside to do this year that I wanted to jump on, but I'm probably going to have to get this done, and that'll be it this year, because I'm really wrapped up in this kind of a war thing going on, and we got a video coming that's going to really explain it. That I got fisticuffs happening, but I think we got a new mediator between Ted Ajax from Rattlecan Shenanigans, that bully. We got a mediator for us now. We're going to be doing a video, and I think we're going to get some things straightened out. And that's going to be my concentration, is an adventure in building a model car. 1966 Malibu flip nose. So that is prime.
I thought he was doing a
on the-
baby shark thing or something.
No, that's baby
Baby
shark.
shark. How's that
Damn
song go?
right. That's flip
Oh,
nose.
Don't sing it. I don't sing it. I couldn't sleep last night. I want to sleep tonight.
You don't? You sure?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
if I can't sleep, I'm gonna let you know.
That's one of the first models I ever built was the 55 Chevy, and one that I'm going to share today.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Well, I got. Do I have them? Yeah, but I got that's primary on the desk, and I really want to get my next video. I've been working on my next video installment of an adventure in building a model car, and so we're gonna get that'll get it going, and that's the focus for the rest of the year. I want to get this car done. My goal is to have that model done to take to Spirit of Speed, because originally my plan was to have it done for Spirit of Speed 2018. I think it was 18. Yeah. So I'm a little behind.
A little?
We're going to get a little. So I'm going to get that baby going. That is definitely the focus on the bench. But I still get so many freaking squirrels. Here's one, and I don't know, but I kind of took everything else, put it away, focusing on that, and we'll see how it rolls, man. We got to get that thing done. I got great ideas, original plan for it, what I originally wanted to do. My skills have changed.
That 66 flip nose makes a great street machine too, by the way. Just saying.
It does.
Oh,
I know, and
kind of like a street freak a little bit.
Well, there happens. I heard about something that starts on Sunday that we're all going to see here. Something's happening, and this thing might kind of become a little.
You're going to put a flat 4-cylinder in it and enter it in the Porsche group build.
There you go.
It's a flip nose Porsche.
It's going to be a flip nose Porsche. But if I could jump back into the Porsche build, I really would love to pull out my 112 Tamiya Porsche. I really would love to get back on that.
112.
Is it 12th or 16th scale? I can't remember. The large scale one.
Yeah, that's just damn. Okay.
112.
And yeah. Is it? I don't know. I got it in the.
Is it the Tamiya 9?
Yeah,
Tamiya one.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's 112.
The race
That's
car. It's 12. Yeah, it's 12.
That's big.
It's
That's what she
freaking
said.
huge.
I had
when
$1
it's done-
for every time I heard that.
I
I owe everybody money.
I was gonna say,
about it.
me too, but it turns out they're talking about my stomach.
That one I'd love to get back on it, because I got it started and really kind of have like the chassis tub and whatever it would be painted, and I had a problem with my airbrush, and it kind of made me step away from it. And like I said, that thing is freaking huge. When I'm done with it, I have no idea where I'm going to put it, what to do with it. So it might, I don't know. But that would be, if I do start a new Porsche build for this year's Porsche build, that'll be it. And gosh, what else do we have? We also have, when the Porsche build starts coming to an end, closing out, and we got another USAC build.
Right. Well, we also got a rally car too.
And that's the other one I wanted to talk about. Thank you for reminding me. The rally car.
I forgot about that.
Not even had the bandwidth to put that in my
I forgot all about that.
I'm done.
And I had a couple different ideas. My original idea, I ended selling that kit to our buddy Billy Strange. And I discovered that I had an Impreza, a bug-eyed Impreza Tamiya, and I pulled that kit out and looked at it and go, oh, I want to build this. Like what you were saying, Chuck, Tamiya kits are just,
they look good out of the box.
They are out of the box. That's the thing. And then I will paint this one the correct blue. Somebody else did. and then so if I can get into the rally cool rally, whatever it was at the beginning of this thing, I would like to jump onto that. I really would love to build that kit, because that kit, I pulled that thing, I was looking through it and I go, oh my god, this thing looks like a blast. So I don't know, Jason, you would know, right?
I would. I finished mine. I mean, I finished it early because I painted it the wrong color blue. So
it still looked dynamite, man. I really do like how yours turned out. You're kind of like, that's what went through my head when I found that kit. I was like, oh man, yeah, because yours looks so cool.
Thank you.
I love that blue and the yellow.
That's iconic.
It is.
I mean, that's right up there with like Gulf Oil and Martini.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I would say that is equal to that. So yeah, and then of course, yeah. And as far as the channel, man, I'm doing the same old. And like I said, we got some cool videos coming out. I just dropped a video today that has the 6th. Well, I'm going to change hats. I got to represent. The 6th issue of Auto Modeler magazine is coming out. Scott and I, a few days ago, put the preview video together. I dropped it early this morning, and this is a great issue coming, everybody. Go check out the video. And Scott and I have really gotten going with that show. We're having a good time with it, and it's really getting refined. And we now, he gets emails and letters, and he'll pick a few out, and we now have at the end of that video, we read emails to the magazine. So
nice.
That's awesome.
Everybody go check that out.
Yeah, I'm anxiously awaiting that issue because
yeah,
Heather doesn't know it, but she's in it.
Really?
No kidding. Oh, very
really?
Cool. Very cool.
That's cool.
Wow.
I saw the mock-up cover art for it, and I'm like, that is wild. I like that.
Yeah.
Why
don't you snap? We can show it right here. Snap. Go snap.
Who? Him.
There we
Good.
go. See,
I
there
can't
it is.
snap.
There we go. Can't snap with my right hand.
Actually, your right hand snap was the one that everybody heard.
Oh, okay. Weird.
So it was already up. It's already
around
there.
the podcast.
Don't you see it? Don't you see it?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It was in my way.
This is going to be a great issue. And by the way, Heather can watch the video because it's not mentioned in the video.
Yeah.
But
I'm not sure how happy she's going to be because it's like a quick snapshot of the classic plastic coverage. So, you know how Scott likes to include pictures of like the people at these shows, which is fantastic because that's the whole purpose of the show.
Right.
Is to go there and mingle and meet people and talk to people. And she happens to be, in one of the pictures.
Oh, well, I tell you, that's interesting that you say that because that's one. Oh, everybody look busy.
Oh, podcast stuff. We're doing podcast stuff here.
Okay. Whew. Jeez, that was. He brought back the tape.
Nice.
I don't know what's going to happen.
There's a lot less of that on there than there was when we started.
I was going to say, who did he tape up?
You remember Matt's got a basement.
I know.
Oh, I wish. So, but
he's in Dexter mode.
Oh man! Oh,
it puts the lotion on his skin where it gets the duct tape again.
If everybody knows, the thing that the sign off for Scott of our show is keep building those models. We'll keep telling the stories, stories. That's what he's all about with this. It's kind of like the real heart and soul of this magazine. It's not just about model cars. It's about model car builders. And he really likes to keep that going. That's why he loves taking pictures of what's going on at the show.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's what's so cool about this magazine. So, well, but that's what's going on, in the Lucas C studios at this point. And well, maybe at a more appropriate time during the podcast, I'll talk about something that's coming from Lucas C products.
Perfect.
There you go.
Right on. Well, so for here at the BG Studios, we take a little bit of a break on the videos because just haven't had the time, the energy, the wherewithal. And when I sit down,
how you feel, man, for sure.
I sit down to film a video and I find myself waking up 25 minutes later and a puddle of drool on my desk. I'm like, glad I didn't hit record because that would have been boring, a literal snooze. Some people have made shop cards out of stuff like that.
Yes, they have.
Yes, they have. So, still working on the Bronco almost have that done. I took it to our last meeting and showed it off to the guys, and got some good comments and feedback on it. So I felt really good about that. But I've just been focusing on wanting to get that Bronco done. I did start working again on the rally car, the Toyota WRC Corolla. Started working on it in a build session, and sat there with my hobby knife and scraped the seams down like some people have been known to do at my house at a build session, and then got all done with it, and then just walked away from my mess. And then when I came into work the next day, I was like, oh shit, that was me. Clean it up. But no, it was a good time. We had a good time at the build session.
That was fun.
A couple of folks stopped by and talked to us and everything, and that was actually pretty cool.
Joel hung out with us for a while.
Joel, yeah, Mr. Iceman. He actually brought this shirt and dropped it off for me.
Yeah, that's right.
And we got to see Assassin out in the wild. His pet pooch.
Yeah.
And
his dog's name is Assassin.
It is. He didn't name it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. But there's
kind of cool, actually.
Little. What is it? What kind of dog is it? Little.
It's
like to me.
Lopso.
Yeah, something like that. That sounds good.
Yeah, I've seen it.
That's hilarious.
The comments will correct us. Yeah, he's a cute little guy. So's a dog.
Dude, I was taking a drink. Come on, man. My nose.
Oh, you've muted yourself.
Yeah, you're not there.
Nope.
No. Oh, technical difficulties.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
That was the weirdest thing about
the mic. Thanks.
Cut out.
This podcast was going so good. I was thinking, wow, I'm not going to have to do a lot of editing. And then BG goes and ruins it. Thanks a lot, buddy.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Good night, folks. All right, where do we lead off with?
Joelle was cute, you said.
Yeah,
that's right.
And then I spit water out of my nose.
And so was his dog.
I hope I can stay in there, other than not the water, the spitting out of the water. Okay, that sucks because I just bumped my cord and when I heard a bloop, and then the system muted itself. So yeah, we had a successful build session hanging out with some folks, and I made a big mess, and I had to come back and clean it the next day because I completely forgot that I had left a big mess there. But I'm looking forward to doing more build sessions at Andy's because when I'm sitting there working, I don't get bothered to go do something else. So that's awesome. And
nice.
Yeah, I mean it's really, really handy right now. But I'm like just that Bronco and that WRC Toyota because I've been jonesing to get onto the Porsche. And there's been a couple times in the last couple of days where I'm like, I'm gonna sit down and start working on that Porsche. I can't wait to get started on it. Can't. It's too soon.
Can't do it.
Yep, too early.
And now I think I'm being enticed into the Street Machine Group build because I've been wanting an excuse to build the flip nose, but I haven't really. I was like, I don't want to get in on Rattlecans and Luca's war. I don't want to get part. I don't want to get into that.
Dude, you could totally kill two stones with one bird if you did that.
That's very true.
2 stones with 1 bird.
What did I just say?
It was right up there with bus dunnies.
I thought he said you could kill 2 cats with an axe or something, but
wow.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with it. You know what I mean.
Totally.
Okay, we're working with it. We're rolling. So yeah, Google Assistant, go away.
Google Assistant, how do you kill 2 birds with 1 stone? See, I said it right that time.
Now you blew it.
Don't
the joke.
Don't tempt Google Assistant because it piped up one day with Linda and she told it to F off and it said, I know I'm a machine, but your words still hurt.
Wow. That'll put you into a guilt trip.
That is how you get Skynet. Thank you.
Yes, exactly.
Moving on. All right, it's already coming. The coming of Skynet is already here. So, yes, I'm just going to drag out this podcast until Sunday morning so I can start my Porsche here with you guys. But I have been digging through the stash looking for a project for the 48-hour group build. It's going to happen in July.
Oh, yeah, that was. Oh, God.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, I think I'm going to change I might change my build on that.
Oh, you will?
I might, because both of the builds I wanted, so I had two in mind, and the decals are junk in both of them, and they're race cars, of course.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
I got mine picked out. I can't wait.
I'm still looking for ideas. What about you, Chuck? You going to join in on the 48-hour one this year?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay.
It's a good excuse to build a small scale, that's for sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, exactly.
We'll have to see. I'm trying to get away from some of the group builds so I can build some of the stuff I got ambition to build, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I know it says 48-hour group build, but it's really more of an event, right?
Yeah,
It is. It is. Are we going to do Discord again? And like, that was wicked fun.
I'm sure we're going to get something figured out. We got to have.
Yeah, we'll see. I probably will.
Right on.
Well, the thing about it, where I don't really put that in the same group as group builds, so to say, because
it's like 2 days.
Jason says, and it's an event, and it's just like it's all about the camaraderie and just having a good time. And if I don't get finished, which I probably won't, because I usually don't, but it was fun, you know. I just don't stress about it. I just have a good time. Although I did pick. I finally am going to listen to BG for a change, and I picked a much easier model to build.
Good.
Finally going to listen to you. Took 3 times.
3 times the charm.
That's what they say.
1, 2, 3.
3.
Okay. All right. So let's move on to the super sweet stash cell stuff. And who'd like to go first? How about you, Chuck?
All right. Well, I made a purchase on eBay, and I thought this was kind of cool, and I could build it on the channel.
Ooh.
The Chuck wagon.
Oh my God, that's awesome!
That's amazing.
But see the horns and everything on there. You know, Chris Bell came out with a set of these in that interior pack and all that.
That's right.
Yes.
So I thought, I can probably do some stuff with this thing, and it'd be kind of awesome to do that. You know what I mean?
I love the triangle hanging off the back of that too.
Yeah. So then I went to Joe Porche's house on the way back from Vegas, and I stayed there for a couple hours, I think, and we just
really.
That's awesome.
we're just talking and stuff, and I picked up some kits at his yard sale. I bought a bunch. I'm not going to show them all here. I have to do a video. I'm like Brian. I haven't done one in a while, but I was going to do a stash ad video to show some of the stuff that I bought over there. I bought a bunch of Tom Daniels kits and stuff, but I did.
Yeah, of course.
I did make this purchase, which I thought would be. Yeah, it's the hippie Hemi. It looks like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I thought $20 for this thing was kind of worth it. I can 3D print an awesome Hemi to put in there.
Yeah.
And this would be something different that I don't do all the time. You know what I mean? So I thought that was kind of cool. But one of the things I seen that was sitting on the shelf over there, and I was like, you know what? 3 of the cars that I'll remember forever, the first cars I've ever really built as a young kid in the 70s, was the flip nose Malibu. And everybody, you guys have heard me say that 1,000 times. And the 55 Chevy with the glass hood, the black one though, not the bad man. It's the same kit pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's the black one. And then there's remember I was telling you guys that I built that old Ford Roadster. Remember that old Ford Roadster pickup? I said that was probably one of my first kits. It was in the 70s. It was this one.
Dude, I have that one.
Yes.
That was an awesome kit.
That is a
So,
neat kit.
It's a 29 Ford Roadster pickup. It was sitting over there, and he was like $15. It's all there. It's all in the packaging. You don't see them all the time.
Yeah,
No.
old
I
white
can
box era.
easily 3D print this because I've seen it on Colts 3D. But you know what? I want to enjoy building the kit that really sparked me up into this hobby. Was this one, and I remember doing it like a forest green. It was like a tester's color back in the day. I remember spray painting. I remember the paint everywhere. I remember I did it in my grandma's garage, and it was my dad's music studio, and I built it. And I remember that.
Wow, I
So
bet he was
got
thrilled.
green paint on all the studio equipment.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't ruin nothing. My dad would babysit me while I did it, but I mean, he had what a 12-piece Ludwig set back in the day. Like it was white, so
Oh,
Yeah,
oh.
yeah. Face that way.
But,
I built that kit when I was like in junior high, I think,
Really?
and I remember it going together pretty well. I just had a hell of a time painting it.
kit's been around for many, many, many years,
Yeah.
since the 70s.
Well,
I
as a matter of
picked up-
fact, that kit is the old Blue Beetle kit, isn't it? The Blue Beetle
I
pickup
think it
truck kit
is.
Think so,
with
yeah.
I
different
think
wheels
it is.
because it's got that
I-
Cadillac engine, I think.
Uh-huh. I think I picked up a built up of that particular kit because it wasn't painted, but it was actually assembled really well. And I need to find that thing because I would like to just kind of restore it or resurrect it, I should say. You know, I don't want to take it apart. I don't want to paint it because it looked really cool. I love that yellow with the black fenders. Box art car, you know, and if I can find that thing, I want to kind of clean it up and just get it back together with the parts that fell off and just put it in a clear box and put it up on the shelf.
It's a cool kit.
It's cool.
Now, I mean, I wonder what I can do with something like that now. You know,
Right.
I mean,
Oh, well, I can imagine.
I just, it's going to be kind of cool. So I'm going to do something on my channel, something cool with that.
That's neat.
It means a lot to me. That kit means a lot to me. And I think this is the year that I do something nostalgic. Maybe finish my car. That means so much to me. My real one, and something
I'd
like
love
this.
to see that.
I think you should 3D print a drum set like your dad's would have been and put it in the back of the truck.
Hey, absolutely.
That's a good idea.
Where'd you say that? Because I'm actually building something like that right now.
What a rock star! There he is.
Strong
Man.
today, I tell you.
So yeah, I'm actually doing something like that right now. Actually, it's
Well, you do that drum set. I better get that guitar you gave me and get it.
yeah, and
Get it made to look like my 60s Strat here.
I'm actually building something for Scott Gross too. Like he wanted a drum kit too, so I got to do something like that. I'm gonna 3D print one and paint it like his real kit. So
Oh, that's right. Cause that's a guy who over at Chuck's work that I worked for him too. He actually interviewed me.
Yeah, he's a VP of the company. He's a friend of mine, and that guy's got history, man.
Yeah, he used to be in like
big bands
playing
open for Foreigner and stuff like that. The dude's
Really?
played some big venues.
Oh yeah.
Man. Yeah.
That was really cool.
I've got pictures of it. So
keep us posted on the drum set thing. That's going to be kind of fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Cool, dude.
That's a lot going on there, Chuck. Jason, how about you, buddy?
Well, so I did pick up a couple of things recently. I ordered some wheel sets, some of these Aoshima 14-inch wheel sets.
Gumballs.
I got
nice.
Yeah, I got this set, which is the Heart 5 14-inch. And then I got the Mark 1 4H.
Oh, that's nice. That's kind
I
of
do
cool.
have a couple of builds in mind for these. So it's always good to have these handy when you decide you're going to do something that you could use them on. And then I've been on a Tamiya kick for the last couple months, dude. I don't know what it is. It's like, I don't know. But anyways, so I picked up the GR86.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
2 thumbs up, man.
I picked that up.
It's a big looking box too. That's a pretty good size.
And then I picked up the GR Supra, the new release of that.
Those are nice.
We don't even have those yet at the store.
Yeah, I know. I did ask you if you had them. I was going to order it from Andy's, but he didn't.
That's right.
He didn't have any.
We only have the red version, yeah.
And then I got my Holy Grail kit. This is going to be my big project for the winter. And that is slide into.
Holy cow!
Yeah, so that's what $200 worth of a model kit looks like.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell the people who are just listening what it is.
It's the Famo with the SDAH 116 trailer. It's a 18-ton German World War II half-track that tows a lowboy trailer behind it. And you have to build either a Panzer or a Stug, like a Stug 3.
Yeah.
To go on the trailer, which I'm going to do. I have I have a couple of people that offered to send me German tanks because I didn't have any. So this is going to be my big winter project. It comes with like 12 figures.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
12 figures, the trailer, the tank. I'm going to try to do this up nicely and not just going to like slap it together. So
yeah, that's definitely worth the time and effort.
Yeah. And I got a bunch of other stuff too, but I don't want to be here until midnight telling you guys about everything that I've gotten over the last 4 weeks since we've talked to each other. So
right. So when you build and display that, are you going to put it on the top of your cabinet so it goes around the corner?
No, I believe it or not, I think I'm going to build a base for it and do groundwork.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some grass and some mud and that kind of like an actual base for it.
Right.
Oh, that's going to be cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Like IPMS here.
And it could go in the IPMS show.
Yeah.
Or amps. You go to the Amps Nationals next year.
I would love to make it to the Amps Nationals next year, but I don't know.
Where is it?
They just had it last week.
I think it's in Indiana next year.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I could be wrong.
Is that the regular IPMS Nationals?
No, Amps is the Armor Modelers, Armor Modeling Preservation Society. It's like completely different from
the Nationals. This year is going to be in Virginia, correct?
Yeah,
that's the IPMS Nationals. Yeah.
Virginia Beach or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the Amps guys coming into the store on the second Saturday doing their show, their meetings. Super nice guys.
Yeah,
I want to start going there.
We've our friends at the Insanity Podcast are just released the first part of a 2-part thing where they did a bunch of recordings live from the Amps Nationals. So
it's really good.
Yeah,
that's going to be really cool.
Yeah.
Riv says that the next one should be out like in the next day or two.
Nice. Yeah.
And what's really the best part of the first episode, there's not a lot of Justin Ryan in it, and that's really good.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
But I've been warned there's more of him in the second ones,
Well, okay.
The sequels
sometimes the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while.
Exactly. It was funny. So not to give away too many spoilers, but I was listening to the first part yesterday, actually, and Frank and Tooch and a gentleman that I cannot remember his name, I apologize, a friend of their podcast, and Justin actually were talking about judging. And the whole time they're talking about judging, you can hear Riv in the background, like ordering people around.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Hey, you come here, go over there.
Oh, goodness. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's it for me.
Awesome.
Good deal, man. How about you, Matt?
Okay, you know what? I have something, but I don't have it close to me. Sorry. I got to pluck these out. All right, well, and I got it buried. So pail in our club. I can't hear nothing yet. Let me put my. That was nice.
It's broken now.
Ears back in. Good grief, almighty.
You just made it into more pieces.
So, our buddy, man, okay. The other Brian with a Y. Yeah, Brian, he was out of town and he was at a hobby shop. And Brian Eaton, I didn't say his last name. Sorry, everyone. He's a VW guy and a Porsche guy. He's kind of the one that contacted me and go, "You guys doing the Porsche build?" I go, "Oh, we forgot about it." So the Porsche build got fired. I called Chuck, and Chuck's, "Oh, heck yeah, we got to do that."
Heck yeah.
So it was Brian Eaton who kind of fired that back up, or we would have missed out. Everybody would have hated it.
I've been thinking about it, so I mean.
Oh, that's good. I like it that you think once in a while. But anyways, him knowing that I'm this Fox Body Mustang fan, he found this kit. You can see it's still packaged. But this is an old, from the early 80s, an old MPC. This would be the 85 model because of the covered headlights. It's the 85 SVO Mustang. And this is such a cool kit. But I saw the box art. I don't know if we can show that everybody because of glaring, but it's got these decals that are I love these, like couple of blue stripes, different shades of blue, and then it's white in the back. And I love how that looked. And it's like, I'm busting this open and building it. I have one of the other ones, the silver one that would be like the 84. But this one.
Where did he dig that up at?
He found it at a thrift store or an antique store.
Wow.
He was up north somewhere. I think he was in Colorado. He texted me a picture of this. He says, "Would you like this?" I go, "Well, yeah. How much is it?" He says, "No, it's yours." And
he's like that.
Yeah, he is. He's like that. He loves to get super nice guy, amazing model builder. This stuff is cool. I love his work too. And he will rust up a car so beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
A model. So he gave this to me at the Les Club meeting, and I was like, man, that's freaking cool. Thank you, dude. So that is my latest addition. I haven't really bought anything in a while, so this is what I got for the stash. And I almost forgot. It just dawned on me like about 5 minutes ago while you guys were talking. So, and then I realized it's right behind me. It's been sitting here way far back there. That's what I got. And I'm going to build that. I'm going to crack that thing up. I'll probably do a video when I'm ready to crack that open. I'll crack it up on the video. I love opening up old kits on video. It makes people cringe.
Yes, indeed. Let's see. So we went to Tucson last weekend, had a little vacation, just get away from everything. And we ended up going to the Ace Hardware store. That's down there.
You went and hit that.
Hey, they're changing it a little bit, huh? They're remodeling it. Yeah. So and it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger. That guy said they're remodeling it a lot.
Yep,
no kidding.
They're growing it. But there's a story I got to tell. Mrs. BG was planning the trip, and she says, "So we're going to go down to Tucson. We're going to go up to Mount Lemmon. We're going to do this. You're going to eat here. You're going to have that. All that kind of stuff." I'm like, okay. She goes, "And I'm going to sweeten the pot for you. You can go to the Ace Hardware store and shop the hobby store they have there." Meanwhile, I'm on the phone talking to her at work at Andy's hobby headquarters. I'm like, "Oh, okay. Get to go to a hobby store. Awesome."
It's not as sweet as it used to be.
Right. Yeah, sure. Sign me up. So I went in wearing my Andy's hobby headquarters shirt, and I was just knocking over displays as I walked down.
Oh, you're that guy.
Yeah, I'm that guy. No, I didn't do that stuff. They're super nice there.
Yeah,
but
they
I
are.
ended up picking up
haven't
some
been there
photo etch goodies. So
I always hit that bin when I'm over there.
Oh my god, I spent my whole time there at that bin. So 1995 NASCAR T-Bird 124 scale. This is the metal grill set.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And I'm hoping I can put this on the car that our buddy Steve gave us to Steve Munsell.
Yep.
For his Cheer Wine car. So I want to put that on there when I build that for him. 16-inch aluminum discs for a salt flat racer.
Oh man, I love
Oh,
Right?
and you and I were just talking about salt flat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This one, $13. $13 for those.
Nice.
And
Park stuff.
they're going to go on the salt flat racer that I'm hoping to build for my Mrs. BG's friend who actually owns one. And then this is a kit that I think we all need to have several of in our stashes. And this is the engine bracket accessories kit from Detail Master. Look at all the different
Oh, nice.
and stuff for the alternators, so you don't have floating alternators. And then I couldn't pass this one up. It is beauty rings. And they're supposed to be 5/8 of diameter beauty rings, but they're just little aluminum discs, or excuse me, rings. I think they look pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know what's
Like
crazy?
art, man.
Is when I was there last, I bought like the same exact stuff you just bought, except for the NASCAR thing. That's weird.
That's crazy. I have one more here, but I've lost track of it. And it was like oh, that's what it is. I put it in the model box for them. Where'd it go? It's a resin printed winch.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
But I didn't buy that.
I never heard of this company before. Yamamoto model car parts. So yeah, it's this really nice looking 3D printed winch with the hook and the
Yamamoto.
And the little guide piece for the cable to come through the bumper.
Oh wow!
Good looking stuff.
It's called the Fair Lead.
The Fair Lead.
Well,
thank you, Mr.
thank
Formula.
you, Jason.
Yes.
You're earning your keep. And then
Wait,
when we got home from Tucson, this was on the porch in a box. My good friend Joe from Mad Genius Productions sent us this 48 Ford convertible from Testers.
Was that an accident? Was that supposed to be going to Matthews?
The same car? Is that the same car that what's his name? Danielson drove in Karate Kid?
Don't think so.
I think it was a 48 Ford.
Was it? Because
it was a yellow. I think he's right.
No way.
Never thought of that.
Yeah, I think it's that car.
Google machine it, Jason.
I'll do it later.
Jason.
I can do it while you're doing this.
He's good. He's good like that.
That
looks cool.
Got the awesome top, custom top on there. So I want to do it like that.
Do they call that? Did you say Carson top?
Carson top, yeah.
That's what they call those.
So 47 or 48.
But he wanted to build it. Joe said he wanted to build it as the car that Biff Tannen drove in Back to the Future.
47 Ford.
Deluxe.
Told you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wax on, wax up,
is
brother.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Options. It says right here. Options included for 46, 47, and 48 Ford. Boy, they were phoning it in back then, weren't they?
They were.
Interesting. So now, if he listens to the podcast and knows it could be Danielson's car, he's going to be like, "Hey, would you mind sending that back?"
Sending that
back. Well, if not, he can always contact Matthew. He has like a warehouse full.
Right. Yeah. So should I build it as Danielson's car, but have license plate that say "Wax"?
You're the best around. Nothing's gonna ever get you down. That's the song.
What the hell just happened?
Okay.
Did I have a stroke?
No, it's wow.
That brownie that Chuck had back in the 1990s is kicking in there. All right, cool. So that wraps up the super sweet stash shelf stuff, and now we're going to move on to the Northeast Model Car Report, which is
yes.
That's how they say it in French.
Say that again.
Jason.
Yeah, right.
I'm completely making that up. That's not how they say. It's pronounced Jean. It's pronounced Jean Claire.
Jean Claire.
Jean Claire.
Anyway, all right. So we'll start out with new kits coming from round 2 in July. Short list. They're coming out with a 66 Shelby Mustang, and apparently it's been a while since they've come out with the 66 Shelby. Also, they're coming out with a 68 El Camino, the 53 Baja Patrol Ford pickup.
Oh, really?
Yep, which is pretty neat. That's a custom pickup. And there's one I left off the list that I now have to look up because I wanted to tell specifically tell Chuck about it.
Is it the Mobius Chevy C10?
That's so funny.
It's hilarious. No.
Son of a.
So cute. So
Anyway,
cute.
okay. So, where did I leave off? Baja
I
Patrol-
have a question about the El Camino. Is this still going to have the sinkhole in the pillar?
I'm
Oh,
sure.
absolutely. Yes.
That's a classic. They can't mess with that. They have to leave that in there, dude.
Exactly.
It's crazy because it's got a vinyl top. You can't really do nothing with it.
Yeah.
Because of that sinkhole. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Unless you redo the top.
And I'm sure it's going to be there. It's going to be there. It's going to be like a bad penny or that wart that always
fix it.
snags on stuff. It's always there to annoy you. 69 Plymouth GTX, that's also coming out from them. A 2005 Chrysler 300C, which is kind of different.
Yeah.
It's kind of different, and it's cool. It's a full detail kit, too. So, and then...
lowrider coming on with that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, exactly. And then the Little Roman Chariot show rod, Chuck.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's right up Chuck's alley. He likes those show rods. So
I love show rods.
It's up
Is it
Chuck
the
something.
is it the 2 horsepower one or the 4 horsepower one? I'm thinking Ben-Hur,
Yeah. I don't know.
The crickets are alive tonight.
The crickets yeah, that was a great joke, B. Anyway.
Mrs. BG.
On to shows. Anyway, so June 7th through the 9th, the Australian Model Expo 2025 held at the Sandown Entertainment Center, Sandown Racecourse, Princess Highway, Springvale, Melbourne. They have the longest addresses I've ever seen.
And it's pronounced Melbourne, believe it or not.
Melbourne.
The Australians, make them happy, please.
I'm trying. Actually, Dave Goldfinch from On the Bench podcast sent me a bunch of stickers, so I really probably should make them happy. Huh?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Since he knows where you live now.
He knows where I live now. Anyway,
he does.
They have over 60 categories at this show. They also have a bunch of demos, swap and sells, club displays, and traders.
Okay.
Yeah.
And traders are?
Like companies, vendors.
Yeah. Vendors.
Not vendors, because the swap and sell could be vendors too, right? So people selling their used kits, whatever. Traders are like if round 2 shows up, or
trades people. Okay.
Yeah.
See, here in the United States, we're lazy and we just call them all vendors, and that's it.
Now you're getting it, mate.
Oh, that was really not good.
Yeah. Don't quit your day job.
Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that.
I'm here for
June
you, bud.
7th, the Southlands Model Car Swap and Contest, organized by the Tabletop Cruisers Model Car Club of Orlando. That's held at the Higgins Hall, 5225 North Himes Avenue, Tampa, Florida. We did this last time too. There was a bunch of shows on the same day. Then June 7th through the 8th, the Heartland Model Car Nationals, sponsored by the KC Slammers Model Car Club. And that is held at the Overland Park Convention Center, 6000 College Boulevard, Overland Park, Kansas. Next is July 12th, the Space City Shootout Model Car Contest, hosted by the Houston Automotive Modeler Society. That's held at the Stafford Center, 10505 Cash Road, Stafford, Texas. And then for this episode, because I ran out of time writing stuff down and checking on lists, July 18th through the 20th, the Syracuse Mini Nationals Model Car Contest, held at the NYS Fairgrounds Center for Progress Building. There's a fly in here. 581 State Fair Boulevard, Syracuse, New York. They have 15 classes, and this is a gold, silver, bronze show.
And I believe Scott Colmer is going to be there with the magazine.
Oh, very cool.
I think he was talking about because he went last year, I believe. And he liked
Very
it.
cool.
So much fun.
Yeah.
Or
So-
I could be completely talking about my talking right out of my
Anyway,
Yeah.
So there are lots and lots and lots of more shows listed. You can go to the IPMS USA website and check that out. There's a lot of shows on there. I kind of picked the car ones out of the list. You could also go to scaleworld.org. He has a small listing of model car shows too. If you're looking for model car shows in your region. That's it. Quick and easy.
Thank you very much, my friend.
Groovy.
Groovy.
And Chuck, what do we have for 3D printing news, buddy?
It's going to be a real short one this month or this week anyway.
I've heard that before.
If I had $1, $1 for every time.
Oh, please.
We'll start with Iceman Collections. He's been out with family and doing family stuff, so he has nothing this week for us. So, but don't forget to subscribe to the monthly newsletter. Then you don't have to listen to this crap. You can just get it firsthand.
What?
There you go.
No, give us 5 crappy stars, please.
Yeah, please. 5 crappy stars.
5 crappy stars.
So Josh with VCG Resins does have some stuff. So early in the month, he's got a few small stuff coming out. Computers, both laptop and desktop. I've already seen the laptop I printed. It's pretty cool. I have not printed the desktop one yet. He's got shorty headers and performance intakes for the small block Mopar.
Whoa.
And something that's pretty cool is the clear bottles he's printing. They are really clear. They're not cloudy. They're like really nice, man. So he's got that. Later this month, he's got the Easy Wire distributors. So he's going to have them in 5 different colors. And some of these 3D printed distributors, the Easy Wire ones, are pretty cool. So, I mean, I'd check that stuff out, guys, if you guys are into that. So, and he says he has something for the Ford lever. So there's a surprise coming out for the Ford lever. So, So, I do have pictures. Do have pictures of some of this stuff. You guys got to go to his website, check this stuff out. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. So, also, Chris Bell doesn't have much coming out this month. He does have the second part of the Scale Speed Garage pack coming out, number 50. That's going to be a full kit, so it's a surprise full kit coming out. He does have a couple lifetime memberships still available, so go check him out too at Scale Speed Garage. And that's all I have, guys.
Right on.
Frickin' 3D print guys are going to put me the hell out of business.
That's what the goal is.
They're going to start printing perfectly clear stuff now. Yeah. What the hell am I going to do? But since I mentioned it, if any of you know out there, I'm the anti 3D print. Not that I don't like 3D print, but I do the old school stuff. Remember that thing? What was it called?
Raisins?
Resin casting.
Raisin casting,
yeah.
Yes.
I am a raisin caster. I do it the old way. I make these molds out of rubber. To have a
get off my lawn. That kind of
lawn, little mold. Anyways, my company, Lucas C Products. Hey, I can do this.
Ta-da.
Lucas C Products. Get that out of there. I've got couple of new items coming out next week. I'm really working towards that are really cool. One is for the MPC, Chevy, and GMC 4-wheel drives, the Deserter and the Sod Buster, is it?
Sod Buster.
I will have a conversion kit. It's a cab to backdate it to a 78. So you got the cab, you got the hood, the grill, the lower valance, and the front bumper. It's going to be all that. And then you can make yourself a 70s, have that look instead of the flat nose 80s square bodies.
Yeah,
there's that coming out. And one other item that's really cool and special to this guy's heart. I promised him about 4 years ago. 4 years ago.
This guy up here?
This guy over here, he had a truck that was in his life that was a very good friend of his that he sadly had to let go of, was Gus. And Gus what was Gus? He was a 1989 or 90?
89 Chevy Cheyenne step-side, but I just stepped on my foot. Chevy and that had the metal Corvette style hood scoop on there.
Yeah.
I ordered that special from LMC Products, and it drop shipped at my condo. My brother-in-law came over one afternoon. He and I, in the parking lot, put that on the truck in the condo parking lot one day.
Oh, nice. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, that's right. So he's been collecting up all the parts. He's been wanting to build this model kit. What, for about 6 or 7 decades?
Yeah, it's like since 2009.
Yeah.
2009.
And I promised him about 4 years ago, I want to help you with this. You need that hood. And he got me a hood from one of the kits, and he got me a Corvette kit. So I got a Corvette just to cut that hood scoop off. Anytime I'd have time, I worked really hard on this. I wanted this thing to be dead on and beautiful. It turned out so good. And I got that right now. The second part of the mold right now is curing as we're talking, and I'm going to be having that, and that will fit the most current. What is that? The C1500 that round 2 came out with. It will be a direct fit. Bam, hinges and all that came in those kits.
Sweet.
I was so happy with this hood. I'm really excited about this hood, and I'm kind of like, I don't really do hoods a lot because the 3D print guys, man, they got that going. But I did this special for my pal. I wanted to bring it to the public. I think people are going to like it, and it is going to be called the Gus hood. It's even the little packaging I got, or I have a tag on there. It's even going to have I'm putting BG's logo on it. It's all. I'll have that.
Nice.
It's all to honor my pal. And and I'll never do it again. Trust me, I'm never going to do this for any of you guys. Now, this is going to be I'm really excited about this hood. I think it's cool. And what I'm really think is going to be neat, BG, my pal here, seeing that you work at Andy's, and Andy's is talking about starting to carry my stuff in the store, you're going to have to put those on a peg in your store at work and see your Gus hood every day.
Oh. I love it. If I can't drive the truck there, I might as well stock the parts for it, right?
You might as well. And what Matt's not telling you is you have to buy your own hood. He's not getting
yeah. Oh, no. Come on. Come on.
Yeah. I mean,
I make a living here.
It's all good.
I mean, he's my pal. I like him and all that stuff, and I want to do things for him, but I gotta draw the freaking
okay, come on, money's money.
I know.
$20.
The family motto.
What's the other thing? Money thicker than blood.
We gotta eat.
Yeah, exactly. Money's thicker than blood.
Yeah, something like that. So you guys you can go over on Facebook. I have a page for the company. It's called Lucasy Products, and and then I always, I'm one of those that likes to, what do you call it? Promote myself. So I'll throw that out there. I have no shame. I have no shame. So you'll be seeing it. It'll be coming, and there'll be a video about it too. So there you go.
I am super excited to see that because it'll be really nice.
I can't wait. I really hope that everything is set. Like tomorrow we're meeting. I really want to. I'm going to have something for you. So bring the kit.
Okay.
Bring the kit, and I will.
As soon as we're done here, I'll pull it down.
Yeah.
Boy, that'd be nice to finish that.
Maybe we'll make a video if I can place something on that truck, and go all ceremonial like. And then you finally the missing piece. So you can.
And that's when BG cried.
Yeah. Hey, that could be your street machine build. There, I did that. Did you see how I did that, Jason?
I did.
Very nicely done.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's an easy one too because it's a curbside.
No.
Oh yeah.
I thought it is. Yeah, the new AMT one is.
No. Yep, I got the original AMT one that came out back in freaking 2000 something or other, 99.
Yeah, something like that in the early
Yeah.
90s, I think.
Yeah. And it came out after 1990, apparently, because it is a 1990.
Well, there you go, winning.
Right.
I've had it ever since then. Yeah. And I picked up a second one just in case I needed parts. But yeah, I totally would do that as a street machine. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, because yours was a street. That was a cool looking truck, man. Well, hey, do a snap. Let's show it. There. Now the snap didn't. I'll put the special effect. There we go.
Hold on.
There we go.
Chuck's lights went out.
Shit.
Oh,
Where am I?
Oh,
talk about killing 3 turtles with a dead cat and an orange.
Wow.
I mean, you know what I meant.
That's a really sharp cat, dude.
Wow. You know, I got to say about this podcast, this episode, it's a good thing we all went to the bar before we did this.
Right? Gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
my. Thinking about it now. Okay, I tell you what, let's move on to the emails because we only have the 2. And we'll start with Mr. Keith McGregor. Now,
our friend.
This was a little bit of a long one. This way we didn't have it in the last video. So Keith, we're getting to it today. And let's see here. It starts off with, when in my basement the other day looking over my kits, I looked over my special section of valuable kits. And he's got that in quotations. We all have them, don't we? The limited production ones never to be re-released. So the ones in special collectible tins, the ones where it's been documented that molds have been forever lost, and the old ones we bought as kids at the Woolworths. There's a flashback.
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
Still intact, along with the 89-cent sticker on the box. These are untouchable to be built because, well, they are valuable. The other thing I recognize is that next year, God willing, I'll turn 70. The clock is ticking. Wow, I didn't know you're going to be 70, Keith. That's awesome, dude. Wow. Congratulations. Speaking only, which makes total sense with the Woolworths and 89-cent stickers. It's all falling into place.
No kidding.
Speaking only from my experience, I thought if I left these kits to my family when I'm gone, they might be got for X dollars liquidation my collection versus Y dollars because some of these kits were valuable. So let's see here. Then I thought about why I build, why we all have hundreds if not thousands of kits. It's because we want to tear the plastic off and build that sucker. We also truly think that we will build every single one of them, but we know better, don't we? Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, if I go through my collection, I build every single one, and I do one a month, it's going to be 50 years. Yeah, it's going to be 50 years. So I've decided to start building these valuable kits because that's why they were purchased, right? He says with a question mark. The joy of model building is the satisfaction we get from taking a box full of pieces and making it a singular unit, the complete representation to the best of our abilities. Well said, sir. The memories our loved ones will remember is our wife seeing us on the floor looking for the intake manifold and for joining right in until we find it. Or showing our wife or children the Brembo brake decal we put on the little caliper of that 43rd scale race car. Therein lies the true joy of the hobby, not saving some valuable kits so that can garner a few more bucks when we sell them on. Let's see, what is valuable? He says, please indulge me for a moment more. Years from now, when you're gone, our family may have a get together, and certainly our hobby and our passion for it will come up. They will share stories, possibly, about how we debated whether to build some kit or considered valuable. The one of them will share the story. Then one of them will share the story about how you did in fact build it. The comment will be made. It turned out great. He was so proud of it. I'd love to show it to you. Would you mind? That would be him saying that to this person. Said that, my friends, is what is truly considered to be valuable. This hobby is wonderful in so many ways. Never take any of it for granted, Keith. So, Keith, I happen to agree with just about everything you said there, except for the one day I'm going to be gone because I don't plan to go anywhere. I was just actually talking to somebody at the store today about having lots of stuff in the stash. And he's like, yeah, I only have like 100 kits and stuff. I'm like, well, if I count all my stuff up and I figure I do one a month, I'm going to be around for another 50 years, which is my ticket to immortality because I can't go anywhere unless everything's done.
That's a great idea. So how long am I going to be around since I have 3,000?
You will see the sun die.
You are already a dinosaur.
Oh, Nelly.
Wow.
Mackerel. I got to hold on to something here. Oh.
Are you okay?
Because he's so old, he's losing his balance.
Oh.
It's a big one, Elizabeth.
Oh.
Let's see here. Here's one from Scott. And Scott says, show info and such. G'day, gentlemen. I started listening to your podcast about 3 weeks and have finally completed all 37 episodes. Well,
holy smokes. In 3 weeks?
You're missing a few.
Yeah, there's more. Great stuff. Great stuff. I only enjoyed this hobby. I only joined this hobby. I only joined this hobby in December of 2024 and found this to be informative. I'm actively trying to join my local IPMS chapter. Good for you, sir. I'm looking for a club in the Fort Myers, Florida area. Oh, I'm not sure where Fort Myers is.
In Florida.
Oh, thank you very much, Jason.
You're welcome. Very helpful man, isn't he?
Hey, reach out to Scale Model Outlaw on Facebook, and he might hook you up with something out there. So I'm attaching a flyer for a show I came across down here. If Jason would add it to the list, I think we already have. That would be Wicked Pissa, he says. Well, I guess I should end with everyone's favorite part of the segment, Chuck's hate mail. And all I have to say is, why do you read this crap?
Wow.
I like
nice.
that.
Right on, Scott. I like that.
Hey, sir.
So thank you for writing it. Appreciate that very much, guys.
Love
and nicely worded one there, Keith. I agree. It's only valuable to somebody who wants to buy it, right?
That is true.
Works? Yeah. So
yeah.
I mean, everything has a price. I know I do.
And every kit. I don't know about you guys, but I can look at every kit and almost kind of remember when I got it, what it meant to me, why I bought it. Some a lot more special than others. I got to say, this one right here.
But you can't remember any of your freaking passwords.
Can't remember passwords. Oh my God. Yeah, that's why I made a booklet. But I'm going to be making a video on this kit, and I'm going to crack this thing open and show it in a video here pretty soon. But the funny thing about this is what makes this one special is I ripped it out of Matt Hayes' hands.
What?
He said, you can't buy this because I'm buying it.
Nice.
Yeah, and caught that on video. That was on one of my videos.
That dude's probably got half a case of those left in his closet.
Oh, he's always hunting some down. But
no way.
Yeah, great guy. Oh, yeah, I don't. That dude's got a model collection of all kinds of stuff. Dude.
Yeah,
he's into the hobby. But yeah, it's really cool. He's super great person. And then I got to thinking, if I take this out, he actually handled this. So his hand was on this plastic.
Not creepy at all, Matt.
I might have to save the plastic, right? Am I that weird of a fan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for straightening me out, guys.
You should just hit that with some TS13 clear, seal it up.
Be done with it.
Yeah. Put it in the fish tank enclosure with some CA glue so that the fingerprints come up, and then seal it with TS13.
Oh, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No. I'm opening that sucker, and I'm building. I bought it to build, man. I've been wanting to build that car forever. But that's for 26. I got 2025, the year of the Malibu to deal with, and the Porsche.
Speaking about that, the whole 2025 thing. I mean, we're going to be hitting June here in like hours, untold hours.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's halfway through the year, right?
I know. Why do you got to say that? Now the
crazy.
stress is on.
Yeah, I only got 17 group builds to finish by December 31st.
Wow.
And then also, I don't know if you guys remember this or not, but 3/4 of us have a Camaro we got to finish by August. Yeah.
That ain't happening for me. I don't, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say no.
Never say never.
You're right. Never say never.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to hear from our sponsor, Iceman Collections, and then we'll be right back.
And I'm going to go to the next room and stress the hell out now. Thanks, BG.
You're welcome.
You had to bring up the Camaro build.
Hey, do you have any firecrackers handy?
A few, I think. What's up? The 4th isn't for a few more days.
Oh, well, I'm not real happy with this model car kit. I wanted to send it into orbit.
What? Oh, man, why?
Well, to tell the truth, I was pretty disappointed in the engine and the wheel options the kit came with, so, bang zoom, straight to the moon, Alice.
No, my friend. Don't blow up that precious styrene. Try going to IcemanCollections.com and pick out different engines or wheel options.
Yeah? What else does Iceman Collections have?
Oh, I have it here on my phone. Check this out. He has over 400 parts available for model cars and dioramas.
Oh, nice. It says here he has a newsletter, too?
Yep. Sign up and get exclusive news and promotions. He even offers a promo code. It's podcast12, and you get 12% off of your order.
Hey, that's great. Every little bit does help these days.
Exactly. Give Iceman Collections a try and order some cool aftermarket engines and wheels to help elevate your build.
Oh, I was going to elevate my build, all right.
Oh, not like that. Now, I have a model airplane, though, that I'm not quite liking.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for sticking around for that awesome little blurb for our good friend Iceman Collections, as we all wear shirts for him today. It's Iceman Day here at the podcast. So also want to say thank you to Joelle for being such a good sport, letting us have some fun with some commercials here and there. We like that.
Yeah.
A lot. It's a little bit of the icing on the cake for us. And tonight's podcast topic is sharing tips, tricks, and knowledge with other builders. Or, dude, how did you do that? So, I want to preface this by saying that in the past, we all know people that have shared their knowledge willingly with us, and that helps us, move to the hobby better and do a better job. But we also know folks that don't want to share information so willingly and kind of want to walk the fine line between both of those. So we're going to open up the floor to the guys and see what they say. Let's start with the most opinionated man I know, Matt.
Oh, I got an opinion. Honestly, I probably, I've been messing with this hobby for a long time. My first model show I went to was in the late 80s. And I have seen a lot of change. And I can't recall meeting up with anybody now that isn't willing to talk about anything you want to know in building. They don't really hold their cards close to their chest anymore.
Nah.
Years and years and years ago, and I heard it was really bad. Like before my time, I used to hear the stories about, the older modelers that I knew. We used to go to the old MPC shows back in the late 60s and early 70s because, I don't know, back in those days, there was actually some cheddar on the table. And I don't mean cheese. I'm talking cash, money.
Greenbacks.
Greenbacks, baby. And automobiles, man. Read this next oh my gosh. Read this next issue of Auto Modeler magazine. My God. And there is one of those people that won a car that is featured in that magazine.
What did he win? What did he win?
You're gonna like this, BG. He won a Corvair.
Wait a minute. He won the Corvair. I thought you said he won the contest and they gave him that?
He won the championship. This was Richard Carroll, and he won a get in and drive away from Chevrolet your a Corvair, brand new Corvair.
I'd be so
That's
mad.
insane.
Wow. Isn't that something?
You'd be mad to win the Corvair, Jason?
Well, you might not be, but I'd be
would.
like, what am I going to do with this?
I'd be like,
These things handle like shit and they're dangerous.
But what that created. Well,
You're
okay,
killing me.
All right,
My
Ralph.
uncle-
All right,
my
Ralph.
Uncle Ralph said I can't drive this.
Oh man. But,
This is the most dangerous car in the world.
I read that book. Dangerous at any speed. They'll spontaneous just flip over. You just be driving down at 5 miles an hour, and they'll go, "Whoa!"
Close the door too hard. Whoop! Up, wheels up.
Right up.
Yeah, crazy. Smash right in.
Funny.
They instantly land on Pintos, and everything blows up.
Yes, exactly.
Wow.
You don't even have to be driving on the freeway like a meat whistle, and it just whoop upside down.
I can't do this anymore. Anyways, needless
I
to
thought
say,
I'd work that into the show somehow.
well,
That would be really awesome if they did that now.
Oh no! Because what it created, I know you would like it, Chuck. On account of you're the guy looking behind you. You have what? You have got
There's a lot of glass in that
at
glass.
least 1,000 awards at this point in time.
I don't
know. No, but really, seriously,
Chuck has
it did
won awards
create-
for winning awards.
yeah, he won the award of winning the most awards. I
Mhm.
like that. We might have to make one of those for him. Don't tell him. It'll be really cheap though. But anyways, I'll have
It'll be a Corvair.
It'll be a Corvair.
Sets the award down
There,
on the
there's
shelf.
your car.
Sets the award down on the shelf and just goes.
But that did create kind of that thing where it really intensified the competition, where it really lasted a long time, where modelers wouldn't talk about how they did things and they like that. And I remember that in the 80s, some of the older guys. But and I've got to say, Richard Carroll, he was not like that. He was somebody back then, even though he was killing everybody. You could ask him anything and he would tell you. He had that kind of confidence in his building because he was doing crazy stuff, really out of the box, not out of the box, but on the other side of what is that? Outside of the box building. Like he pounded all
shifting building.
Wait a minute. Out of the box is exactly the same as outside the box.
Whatever, but I don't want people to think that he built a model out of the box.
That's like throwing 3 birds at 5 stones.
Oh God, this thing has gone so off the rails with these things. Well, let me kill 7
and killing the turtle
with a dead cat, no less.
with a dead cat in the way.
Have you ever been hit by
a
a
sharp
dead cat?
dead cat?
No, but I have been hit by a live cat, and that's not fun.
No.
Oh, those are called kitty weapons. You never done that? You get kitty weapons. You take your cat, you shake it, and it's like, and you throw it at somebody, it rips their face off.
That's happened in my house before.
Oh, it's happened in this house many times.
Yes.
Well, the ideas expressed by some of the hosts on this podcast do not necessarily represent those of the
We
rest
didn't
of the podcast.
throw the cat. The cat just
You nice, lightly, toss them to your friend after you rile the little bastard up. Yeah. Oh boy, I'll tell you. Now we're going to be getting calls and letters from PETA.
So what you did was pull the pin on a cat grenade.
Kitty weapons.
It's like,
kitty weapons. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about model cars.
That sounds like a great idea.
On account of the name of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
this is the best show ever.
It is. It really is. I missed you guys.
I tell you, I gotta say, the 4 of us are firing on all 7 cylinders. Wait,
That's because we're a Corvair.
oh,
I feel real attacked on this episode.
I can't continue on.
Oh,
Next one. Everybody got my point. It was crazy back in.
I asked for a Corvair and they gave me no hair.
Ah!
Hey, Chuck, why don't you go start a club or something?
I am not starting a club. I am not starting a club.
I am not taking another drink the rest of this podcast because it's going to go right out my friggin' nose. You guys won't stop.
I've been waiting for you to lift that up to your mouth so I can say something.
Well, now I'm disappointed because I thought I was going to pay $80 a month for a free T-shirt.
For some reason, everybody thinks I'm starting a club.
Oh, God. I heard you're starting a club, Chuck.
I'm officially telling everybody, I love everybody, but we're just not starting a club. We're not starting a club. I mean, maybe a hair club for men club, but not a model car club. Sorry.
I thought you were starting a club. That's what I heard.
All right.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and open up the laptop and just send you some hate mail right now, Chuck.
It's like, dude, I love everybody. No club.
No club.
Sorry.
No club. Okay. So back to the topic at hand.
What's the topic? Model cars. Okay.
Right. Sharing tips, tricks, and knowledge with other builders. Or
dude, how did you do that?
Thank you, sir.
I love it.
And you
can
get
I take
next,
a drink?
Jason?
Can I take a drink before you start, Jason? Because
go ahead. Because he's going to
tell us all your secrets, Jason.
Yeah. You gotta be petting a cat when you say that.
Right? Poof. I am. Whoa. Hold on. I'm not packing a cat. That would be super dangerous to try and pack a cat into anything.
You got a license for that?
You ever try and put a cat in a cat carrier?
No.
Yes.
I knew a guy who tried once. We miss him dearly.
He's dead. Anyway.
That's like opening up a bear trap.
Okay. To be serious for half a second.
Yeah, right.
Sharing tips and tricks, I think, is awesome because I'm the guy that's trying to soak in all the knowledge, right? I haven't been doing this that long. Realistically, I've only been serious in model building for like 10 years. Before I just went outside and spray painted stuff and glued it together and put it on a shelf. So the fact that people are so willing to share their techniques now is really beneficial to people like me and new people coming into the hobby, realistically. If it wasn't for people sharing tricks, I wouldn't be where I'm at now.
Well, if people didn't share tricks, the hobby would be dead.
It would.
Who wants to be building the same boring kit with no tricks, right? I mean, no pizzazz.
That Chuck, really, you do have a good point on top of your head there, is that that's the thing that you saw back in the day.
Ding, ding, ding.
Thank you. Back in the day, there was only like a few really top quality builders, and everybody else was kind of, oh God, I wish I could do that. You go to a model show today, it's majority of the models on the table are amazing, and they're you got a few scragglers, and then they elevate themselves.
Yes,
and it's because everyone's willing to help one another out.
It is. Something I've noticed about going to shows is if you pick out a model on the table and you know who built it, you can find that person, and they are more than happy.
That's why names are important on
sites. Yes.
These people are more than happy to share how they did it or what the inspiration behind it. The people I've found, people love to talk about their builds. They really do.
Yeah.
That's what makes Facebook groups so successful, model shows so successful. The
YouTube
videos. Thank you, Chuck.
What is that? YouTube?
It's my tube, not your tube. YouTube videos so successful because people love to talk about their hobby, which is fantastic. I do remember older folks not so much wanting to tell their how they did a certain thing or how they got their paint to be so shiny because they didn't want people to on their level. I really don't know. It's unfathomable to me because I don't get it. I want to be on. I think we should all be on the same level, realistically.
You know what's boring?
This podcast.
No, what's boring is being on, like, winning all the time. Don't you want people to beat you? And that challenges your.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what that's like, Chuck.
I'm just saying. I'm okay. Maybe it came out wrong, but it would suck if I didn't have anybody that could beat me. Because then I would have nothing to shoot for.
Right.
I mean, I go against John Teresi and Chris Sobak and Jay Coburn and Jeff Dykes and stuff like that. Yep. And if those guys didn't exist, why even go to a show anymore? I mean, so
Valencia,
yes,
top builder out there,
and it. I mean, it's more exciting knowing that, hey, I could lose today instead of walking and saying, "Fuck it." I mean, whoops, I got this. You know, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And I don't have. And again, for me, there's no secrets. I have a YouTube channel. And
what
you ask me anything, and I'm going to tell you the truth. Painting, I get stopped all the time at shows. It's hard to even walk through sometimes. Right, Brian? Right, Matt?
Yeah.
We get stopped all the time, and people ask. They want to know how you did something. Hey, come here real quick to your model kit. Show me how you did this. They always ask about paint. Paint is the number one thing people ask about. I've done a video on paint, a very good video on paint. Check it out. They ask where you buy things at, how you make things. I mean, what are you going to do? I ain't telling you.
Yeah.
They're just going to find it on YouTube. They're just going to go to Brian's channel and find it too. Or Matt's channel. Or
the cornerstone of the YouTube model car community is sharing tips and tricks. This is how I did this. This is how I did that. And then somebody else comes along and goes, you know what? I improved on that idea, and here's what I came up with, kind of a thing. So I really think that the digital media that we have available now, as through Facebook, Instagram, all the digital things, really helps grow the hobby that way with all the different. Because back in the day, when Matt was talking about, was we only had magazines.
Back in the day.
Ding, 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 ding.
So we only had the magazines to read, and a lot of those were even color, right? Or had photos. So there was a lot of wordage to try and convey what they're talking about for doing this type of thing to your model, opening the doors, puttying stuff, what have you. And now that we can quickly show them with a quick snap of the phone, camera phone, and then posting, really helps speed up that process of sharing knowledge. But could you imagine back in the 1980s waiting for that magazine to show up so you could find out what they're talking about that month for a tip? Like there was one vintage magazine I was looking at where they only had enough space to talk about half of what they were doing to the model car, and they're like, tune in next month type of thing, to find out how the rest of this got done. It's like, boy, would that suck if that magazine got canceled or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'd be that guy going, no.
I'm gonna do a new segment on my channel, and look, watch, I'll show you. If you guys can see, people at home can't see, but all this stuff right here, that's all new tools, not opened yet. I want to do a segment called Chuck's new cool tool. And with that segment, I'm going to show you a tip with a new tool.
Okay.
So it's going to, it'll have like say the Display plastic cutter. Remember the one I cut my finger on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll do a video on it, and I'll show how it works and where you can buy it. And that's showing people what to do.
Well, that's a total scoop for us here on the podcast, because Chuck's going to be introducing the new segment called Chuck's a Tool.
How about tool?
Like it.
Chuck's A+ tools.
Something like that. Yes.
Okay.
And anyway, it's YouTube it's just not just in model car. I mean, even figures. I learned how to paint figures on YouTube.
Oh, yes.
I mean, people telling tricks, and it's you can learn how to build an engine, a real motor on YouTube. I mean,
Yep.
Well, like that Barbados Rex guy, his
very good channel too.
His entire channel is based on showing you how to use a new product, right? Yeah, fascinating.
A4 Garage shows you how to scratch build anything.
Yes.
One of the best scratch builders in existence, I think, is that guy right there.
I would definitely agree. But yeah, it's been very rare for me to actually bump into somebody who's guarded about what they do. Everybody's just so happy
you don't
to
see
share.
it like you.
And I will say, I'll say one thing. Anybody getting into this hobby or a mediocre builder that has not reached that level yet, okay, always chase that guy that's above you. It's going to make you better. Always what's the word? Always embrace getting beat, because the more you get beat, that guy is the guy you want to go after the next year. So, I mean, and that's what made me a better builder, is going after somebody 10 times better than me. And
now everybody's gunning for you.
And yes, that's true. I mean, and it makes the food chain better. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, food. I like the sound of that.
But I mean, Brian comes after me all the time now.
Well, yeah, it's just because you keep parking in my driveway.
but no, I mean, that's what happens.
I wouldn't say I come after you. I'd say you inspire me to do better.
And that's a compliment to me. And that's actually, you are like leaps and bounds better from when I first met you.
Well, thank you.
And that's because you don't quit and you keep trying to get better and better and better and better. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Yep. Jason had posted a question on YouTube about being stagnant in their building skills.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing wrong with that either. Some people are happy doing that.
Nothing wrong with that. But in order to keep it, for somebody like me to keep it interesting and keep me involved, I need to keep pushing forward. And that's where sharing tips and tricks helps out. And I'll share a story with this. A couple years ago, we're having a build night at the house. My nephew was here, and he's working on some Toyota Tamiya car. And he wanted to have the wheels of bronze color, right? I'm like, I don't have any bronze rattle cans. But he looks at the TS21 gold can that we have sitting there, and he goes, well, what if we do this gold color on there? And then what if we went over it with this TS71 smoke color? What would that look like? I'm like, I have no idea. Let's try it. So we gave it a shot. And I'm like, my nephew was teaching me a new way to use the rattle can. It came out freaking awesome. And I did that on the Bronco kit that I'm working on right now for my bronze wheels. Yeah. I mean, it was just a simple little thing. A person who's not a very experienced model builder asked a simple question of what would it look like if we did this?
You know, my
local path.
So recently Susan got back into building, and that again is when you show how to do something. She works right next to me, and she's winning awards now. I mean, her paint's immaculate. But here's the thing: is like I'll alliterate of what Brian said. I'll piggyback off that. Is sometimes she'll be on Etsy or something, and there's an item that I've never even heard of, and she goes, hey, what if we tried this? And she'll order it, and something comes in the mail, and she goes, look what I ordered. And I'm like, I never even knew that was a thing.
Yeah, Linda will do that sometimes. She'll be like, hey, have you seen this new paint, or have you seen this new thing? I'm like, no, what is this?
Yeah.
So she actually got me started in splash paints and upping my painting game by using splash paints.
And everybody does everything different. If it's nobody does it the same, and there's not a 100% correct way of doing something. So I don't know. I mean, I will show anybody anything. That's my final answer. That's just where I'm at. I don't have a secret.
You know, when Jason first came on board hanging with us and stuff, right away he like showed us a model, and I go, dude, that sucks. And anything to help him out.
What happened?
Yeah, he showed his model, and it's like, why didn't I win an award? And I said, because it sucks.
Because it's junk.
It was garbage, dude. I mean, fucking do better.
Did you paint that in the dark?
Yeah.
During a sandstorm.
Through toilet paper.
Wow.
And now look at him. He's now slightly better.
Ish.
Better-ish.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm a friend. I want to help.
I appreciate that. So
Yeah, but I mean, we know people that are really good builders that are award-winning builders that make, rookie mistakes like, I'm calling out George here, leaving the dehydrator on all night long with your model.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
He's a good builder too. He's a nice guy too.
But he left that dehydrator on.
That was really good to meet him at Art Show, by the way.
I'm glad you got a chance.
And that Herbie lowrider he's got, my favorite car.
And I collabed on that color too, dude. I gotta flex on that.
Yeah, that thing was it's like one of my favorite of his builds. It's awesome.
I love the
that
fact
guy's
he
making the rounds around.
Chuck comes over to me and goes, "Hey, I dropped a couple of coins. Go check this out." So he takes me over to the Beetle, right?
Well, obviously that was my favorite.
Right. So there's our podcast coin. I'm like, "Oh, good choice. Awesome. Cool." He goes, "Yeah, check out this other one." So we go over to this green 50s pickup truck. And he's like, "Check out that one." I'm like, "That's awesome. It's really cool that you picked both of George's builds." And he's like, "What?"
Yeah, I didn't know they were both his, but they were part of my favorite. I mean, the favorites of mine in the show. I mean, I kept walking by it and had to stop.
Well, that's the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And you guys dropped one on my old buddy Jim Bunch's.
Oh, yeah. What he did with
I got to
meet
that guy. He's a good dude.
What he did with that Opel GT was amazing.
Yeah, I
was
looking
a
at
shit
that
kit. That was a crappy
kit. That was typical Jim Bunch, man.
Right on.
Yeah, he's a nice guy, real humble too.
Oh, yeah, very, man. See, he's a great example of it because that's why he's so special to me is when I first met him, this was like at a show, my very first show I ever went to in 1988. I had seen his stuff in Scale Auto and I recognized the models, and he was putting one down that I saw in the magazine, one of my favorite models at that time that I had seen in the magazine. And it's like, "You're Jim Bunch." And he was like, "Yeah." And right away, he was just so cool to me. And I was like, oh, geez, I was like 21 years old. And he let me ask any question. He took me around the show and just showed me, if you want to win at shows and all that, this is what you got to do. And this is what you got to do. And you got to look at this. And he's not just his models. He's pointing out stuff on all the great guys. There's like Mike Flynn, all these great Southern California modelers that you used to see in Scale Auto all the time. Whenever they would show Southwest shows. And it was just, I learned so much at that show. I learned so much from him. I go back home in that time. That's when I met up with the local club, started meeting other model builders. And I met some guys who were dudes who won up in Salt Lake back in those days. So I just had all these great guys that were so willing to answer any question I had that sucked, any question that I had. And I would, I learned so much. And I come back to that show the following year and I put on the table a really cool model that got me my first award. And Jim, when he saw it, he was like, "Man, wow, what you went from a year ago to now, and you're winning an award." And it was just the coolest thing. So I appreciated that. That's why that guy means so much to me. That's why it was so cool that you guys saw him there. Scott Calmer, he took a picture of Jim at Scott's table, and with the little because he was about to take a picture for the magazine of that Opel that he built, and it's just this cool picture of Jim just kind of leaning there with the model, and he sent that, "Hey, look who's here," and I was like, "Jim, my hero."
That's
Daddy.
Awesome. Another guy that's taught me a lot that became a part of my building style is Chris Sobak.
Oh God.
Oh yes.
I've learned so much about 3D printing from him. And we bounce ideas off of each other. And John Teresi also, we bounce ideas all the time about just inspiration with the build.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it doesn't have to be tell me how to do that. It's like, hey, somebody will send me an inspirational picture or video, and I'm like, oh man, I never thought of doing that. And then all of a sudden I'm building something crazy. And but Chris Sobak, back on that, he's taught me how to fine tune 3D printers, everything about 3D printing. I mean, my first 3D printer, he was here setting it up with me. He's been a part of every printer I've bought. But and also Chris Bell, of course, yes.
Right.
But yeah, he's real smart.
Chris is a straight up guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Good people in this hobby.
They've always been good to me. Those guys are like brothers, you know.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've met some of my best friends in this hobby, and lifetime friends. So
let me.
I'm not on that list, am I?
Very low.
No,
Oh God,
no.
thank God.
Yeah, to say not even on mine. We're talking about this is kind of ironic. Obviously, we all know that I've learned so much from Tim Ryan.
Yeah.
If you've been on a live hangout with the guy, he's just a wealth of knowledge, and he is more than willing to share any of it with anybody, really.
Yeah.
I mentioned in one of my videos a couple weeks ago how I started the Pro Stock effing everything group build, and I decided I was going to Pro Stock a Ferrari, right? And I'm in the video. I mentioned how I'm having a hard time. I'm not much of a scratch builder. I admit it. I'm mostly a box stock plus type of deal, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
And thank you. I mentioned I was struggling with grasping the concept of making a chassis fit underneath that car.
Right.
Nice.
And a friend of mine's like, dude, I've scratch built like half a dozen chassis like that. How about I drive 3.5 hours to your house next weekend, and we sit down, and I will show you some things that might help you along the way with getting a chassis to fit inside that car.
That you can use all the time.
Yes,
cool.
exactly. Yeah. Like, I'm going to come to your house. I'm going to drive almost 4 hours, come to your house and teach you the skills that you need to learn to get started with scratch building chassis like that.
And that's awesome because all you need to do is get the ball rolling.
Yeah.
And you can go from there. But to go 4 hours one way, right?
One way
to come up there and do that for you, that's huge.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
really cool. Who was that?
Those are the type of people that Jody Doyle.
Oh, Jody Doyle. Yeah, he's writing for the magazine now too.
He's writing for he is writing for the magazine. And these are the type of people that I'm meeting in this hobby.
That is awesome.
It's like, believe me, I've met a couple at shows that aren't so nice, but
it happens.
It happens.
Few and far. That's the thing. They're few and far between.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
Yep.
There's more great, awesome people in this hobby than there ever will be straight up jackasses.
Yeah.
Garbage.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like 1 in 500 or something.
It's very rare for me to bump into somebody who's not happy to see me or want to.
Yeah, like Matt. You know? I mean,
Matt's never happy to see anybody.
I thought you meant we weren't happy to see him.
Oh yeah.
It's a two-way
all right.
street.
It's give and take, you know.
There's a few people out there that feel like that.
So I don't know. I think we covered this fairly well. Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, it was a great subject. I liked it. Best show ever.
You were piping up pretty good there, Chuck. For a while there, I wasn't sure if you're.
I mean, because it does touch home, and it's like, and I remember when I first started back out in this hobby, and the people I was learning from. I don't forget that, and I keep some models in my cabinet that bring me back to where I started. And it actually kind of, when you look at them, you're like, wow, I can't believe I did that. And I was going to do a video on it, but it just slipped. It slipped away.
Right. But no, I hear you there, because I have models in my cabinet where my favorite ones are the ones where I tried that new technique that I learned from somebody, whether it's polishing a clear coat, scratch building something, detailing
future
something.
Floor wax.
Yeah, right. So those are my milestone kits, because I hit another mile marker on my journey to being a better builder.
Nice.
I've been able to witness some people that I'm close with as they progress too, and it's like it's amazing watching somebody progress.
It is.
It's cool.
Yeah. I mean, all of us.
Yeah, I tried the future blow wax thing too when the mop broke all of the door handles and mirrors off.
Damn turtle, rocks, and cats.
Yeah,
turtle, rocks, cats, now brooms. I mean, shit.
And brooms and mops.
It's neat watching people go from there to there in this hobby.
Yeah.
I've seen it a lot. It's great.
It is awesome. And it's I mean, you get to a particular level with your model building, and you're like, okay, what's next? Now you start teaching, sharing your knowledge. And that gives another level of satisfaction that you would never get by winning awards.
I know one guy that I remember when he worked for M&S Hobbies. Was that what it is? M&S Mark? Remember that?
Yep.
Johns Weber. When he first started building for Mark, to where he was best of show in Vegas.
Yeah.
So far. I mean, that dude, I watched him progress with a lot of stuff.
He obsesses over every minor thing.
And you know what? That's what makes him bitching. I mean, I remember when the first, I can tell you the kits he built. I remember the first Type 2 truck he built that was in the cabinet in M&S Hobbies. And that all the way to that 280, 240Z or 260Z he did.
240Z.
I don't remember. It was a Z. But that thing deserved best of show. And trust me, I felt I was a contender, but I was 10 steps underneath that guy.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff that makes me
he also kicked
charge for the finish line.
With a Nissan Silvia. I kicked your butt with that thing too. That was a curbside.
I remember that Silvia.
That guy makes me charge for the finish line. He's one of those guys.
The first time I ever saw his models was right here in my home when we had the first meeting. And he came, BG brought him, and he put models on the table. And I was like,
yep, he was my secret weapon.
I was like, who brought the die cat? Wait.
Yes.
Hold on, I broke it.
I was putting my models down on the table, and he goes, "Can you not set those to your mind, please?"
He would never do that. By the way, guys, he would never do that.
He's
super humble.
He's super humble, and he will walk up to people and ask them how they did something.
Yeah.
How did you go about doing that?
I bet he was an awesome dentist.
I think he was, Ben. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the dude, that's what he did. But I mean, I bet he was like that with his career.
I don't know, because at some point the patient has to get out of the chair. So, because I know his builds can be a while. So, because he's fine tuning every detail. But no, I think his interpersonal skills are unmatched. And I think part of that's because of being a dentist. It's just something you learn.
And I hope he's watching this. I hope he watches. He's watching this particular one, because it just shows. It's great to show him how much we appreciate him.
Yeah. Definitely. And and he is the oldest teenager you're ever going to meet.
Because he doesn't
when we used to get together over at your house, BG, I just found it so because he had his hot rod Beamer, man.
Yeah,
that's
nice.
That M series Beamer, and we all would just go out there. Okay, John, you leave first. And we just listen. And for miles, you would still hear him when he's like a half a mile from the house.
Yeah, the freeway entrance is 2 miles from the house, and you can hear him wrapping it up when he gets down on the freeway. You know, it's like, at least you know he's okay.
He doesn't he's quiet, and he doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
No,
that's just how it is.
But everybody who knows him loves him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
We go to Acme. Where's John? Oh, he's helping the Acme guys set up and break down. He was just coming to the show like the rest of us, but he jumps into the mix.
Super great guy.
Yeah.
I miss him dearly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, now that we're all sad and sleepy,
sorry.
Boy, you really, man. This thing was going so great, and Chuck, you friggin' ruined it.
Hey, I was just shouting somebody out. I'm sorry.
That was super cool. It was cool.
Jason?
Yes.
Why don't you go ahead and lead us out, please?
Oh, we're leading us out. All right.
Leading.
I got one more thing to say.
Did you fall asleep, Jason?
One more thing to say. I'm not starting a club.
Are you not? Are you starting a club?
Go ahead, Jason.
Best club ever. Wait,
why do you close this crap? All right. If you haven't, please consider giving us a 5-star review. It helps to push the podcast to new people. Also, please go check out modelpodcast.com to find other great modeling podcasts. That's a consortium website where you'll find a podcast for you, whether it is Gundam, armor, planes, cars, or even figures. Next, there's an email in the About section of the podcast. Please reach out to us with topic suggestions, questions, even hate mail for Matt.
Oh.
Then we have a Facebook page that you can join. It's very simple. All you have to do is answer 3 very simple questions. That gets you in, and then you can start sharing your work. And you can also ask questions and contact us through the Facebook page there. Yes, Chuck, you raised your hand.
Oh, no, you said 3 questions. I was like 1.
Oh, sick. Okay, I'm sorry.
33.3333%.
Okay. All right.
Did I just have another stroke?
I think I did too. Oh, look busy. Podcast stuff, doing podcast.
Crunch numbers, guys. Crunch numbers.
Felix has left the room.
All right. And I hope he just whispered, "You're fired."
He actually said Chuck's fired.
Oh, that's even better.
Better check your email.
As long as it's not me. As long as it's not me, because I need this pay. This family's got to eat.
If he only knew that Chuck was Santa Claus.
You've been a good boy this year, haven't you? I heard you like to build stuff. How you doing, young man?
I know, right? He would think twice about that, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
It's another rumor we'll have to dispel.
Chuck is not building a new workshop.
Well, that might be and might not be true.
Chuck does not employ Elvis at the North Pole.
Wait a minute.
He is alive.
I thought so.
He makes all the toys.
I knew that was.
My pronunciation might be wrong.
No, it's okay. I knew it. We got a Jack in a Box last Christmas, and when you and it popped up and went, "Oh, hey, baby."
Oh God!
Really?
It did.
I had a ho like French ho. Hey, baby.
No.
Yeah, it was addressed to Jason too.
Jason. Oh.
Wow, nice bringback.
Oh goodness. I must be tired. Is it? What time is it? Oh, that's it. Oh cow.
Thank God it's Friday.
Is it 10 o'clock out there?
It's 9:39.
Wow.
Let's do the goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Chuck, we'll start with you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Where do you come from, Chuck?
Can't say.
Okay.
All right.
My mommy always told me I came from heaven. So
Okay.
It's Chuck from Chuck's Hobby Spot. Greatest show ever. Bye.
All right, Matt.
Something like that. How's that?
this is me, Lucas C, aka Matt, from the Lucas C channel. Thanks for stopping in again.
Matt, don't you also do something on Saturday mornings with the Salvinos guys?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were going to say it, but I'll say it. Yes. And over on the Salvinos JR Models channel on YouTube, every Saturday morning at roughly around something o'clock in the morning, I can't remember. It's different for the time changes. Is we have a live show that you can get into the chat and try to ask questions. Maybe we'll read them. But it's with me, Jim Rogers, and Rick Salvino from Salvino's JR Models, and that's what we talk about: Salvino's JR Models and racing, and it's fun. So check it out.
Right on. Awesome. Thank you, Jason.
All right, it's Jason from the Blue Ox Model Shop. Thanks for tuning in. Check out my channel. We do a live build room on Sunday afternoons, 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's a simulcast on my channel and the Scale Model Outlaws channel. We have a lot of fun on there. 4 of us acting, not quite as goofy as the 4 of us act, but pretty close, and we have a good time.
Nuts. It gets nuts.
So check us out, please. And Chuck is not starting a club.
I heard something about Chuck starting a club.
This is a side note to what Jason said. We make those guys on Sundays look like professionals. Okay, so all right. So this is BG saying thank you all for tuning in. You can catch me, of course, on BG's Model Workshop. We will be returning to YouTube here post haste because we took a little bit of a break. But thanks to all the folks who have reached out to ask how we're doing and what's up, and appreciate that very, very much. But we also want to say thank you to the friends of the podcast: Iceman Collections, VCG Resins by Reese, Scale Model Garage, White Tanks Hobbies, and Auto Modeler Magazine. Remember, of course, to check out the friends of the podcast AMC Livecast every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern on the YouTubes. And final thoughts: when life gives you lemons, give them back, because you deserve tacos.
Nice.
Oh,
And one last thing, guys. Always remember, all you need to kill 2 birds and 3 turtles is 3 rocks and 2 dead cats.
Oh, wow.
That's the best. All right. Thank you all for listening and watching. We'll see you next one.
Bye. Did you say you can't do anything without your hot glue stick?
Correct. I need hot glue sticks. Sticks, plural. Gotta have them.
Gotta have, because you have to rub them together in order to make them hot, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's usually how it works. I rub them together and they get hot.
But don't they stick together once they get hot?
Thus
No,
the term
not if you
sticks.
pull them. Yeah. There you go. He figured it out. That's exactly how it
Yeah.
works.
Then it's like string cheese. You just start pulling on it and pulling on it until something gooey comes
Oh,
out.
I think that's a different podcast.
Oh, look, we're recording. Whoops.
Oh, shit.
How's the baby, Jason?
Really good.
Awesome.
Really good. Actually, healthy as a horse, fit as a fiddle, they say.
Yeah,
Oh,
well, judging
cool.
by the weights and measures you shared, yeah, it's definitely healthy as a horse.
That's like old science, like 1800s science there we're talking, huh?
Right. Healthy as a horse.
Healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
This podcast hasn't even started and it's just sliding down the hill. Hey, I'm wearing the appropriate hat too for 1800s science.
Yeah. Wrong side.
I went da 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 da. I didn't go da 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 da. And besides, I could be the General Lee, so forget ya.
Let's start calling you Yankee Doodle.
We call him Yankee something or other, but it's not Doodle.
Oh man, it's a live crowd tonight, huh?
It sure is.
Oh,
Boy, throw a couple fish out in the audience so we can get some applause. All right. Shall we go ahead and start this?
I suppose.
As soon as we start, it's only 2 more hours to pizza. Excuse me.
Lucky.
Lucky. Yeah. Well, wait till you see what pizza we have because it's gluten-free.
Oh, it's a cracker with no flavor.
We're the old G's of the industry. Yeah, I guess that's what they say. Oh, geez, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Oh! Hey, we're on YouTube now. Watch your fucking mouth.
That's going on the outtakes.
All right. Why don't we go ahead and get this ball rolling before my anxiety medicine wears off? All right.
You're muted. Nope, still. I can see it. It says BG and there's a little cross through your microphone.
Oh,
yeah, you're muted.
Just like
Weird.
that.
Okay.
Loose connection.
Yeah, exactly. Bad cable.
So seeing that you wrote the time down, I'm going to take a piss real quick.
Okay.
Well, I fine, go
back.
ahead.
I mean, let the guy pee. For the
I mean,
love of God.
Let him finish. He's
But I
already
got to
started.
write the time down again because he wrecked it all.
I mean, half the time. I mean, I've got a bucket, but he might not.
I texted the warehouse guy the other day. I'm like, can you come up here and cover the front, please? He's like, why? So I have to go to the bathroom and the bucket's full.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom because the bucket's
Me
full.
too.
Hey, I discovered something just now. It's impossible to try to pee and tie your shoe at the same time.
Yeah, there's a membership fee. It's like $80 a month.
There you go. It's like, how much is the membership fee? Oh, let me see what the new file pack is from Chris. Hang on a second.
I'll send an email out saying, yeah, there's a membership fee in my new club and just collect money.
Right.
50
Yep.
bucks. 50 fucking bucks.
$80 a month.
Ooh, nice.
I've been quiet a lot lately, dude. I don't even do videos right now.
And we really enjoy that, Chuck.
By the way, are we all clear on what the topic was tonight, by the way?
Oh, shit. What was this fucking
Something
topic?
about tips, giving tips and tricks and
No,
advice.
it's
Oh,
Chuck starting a club. No, wait, no, it's about tips and tricks.
I should announce it on the podcast. No, I'm not starting a club.
oh, are you talking about that club that you starting? What's it going to be
Jeez.
called?
Chuck's fan club.
Nobody comes to this crap.
Oh no! You should play on your last name, dude. Call it the Failures.
Yeah. If you do the failures, and then the logo is your face in the trunk lid of a Crown Vic.
That or the GTO smashed on the carpet. You pick
yeah.
up an award at a show and be like, "This is for all my brothers out there that are also failures."
I'm not starting a club.
Are you starting a club? Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Starting a club.
Sweet. Can I be part of it?
Yes.
Nice.
$80 a month.
Forget it.
I'm there, dude. Come on.
$80 a month, you get a free T-shirt every year.
Does your microphone have a white cord coming out of it, Matt?
This white cord? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
that's just your tapeworm hanging off there, huh?
I love you.